Hello everybody and welcome back. It of course is Mica, and today I want to talk again about Ashes of Creation. However, this time it's going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to be talking about any news or reviews or anything of that sort. Instead, I'm just going to go over some of my concerns because over my hiatus I did start having quite a few. So that being said, let's just jump right on into it. So the first thing I want to say is that I am still backing this game. I am still looking forward to it. I'm not trying to talk smack about it. That's not what this video is all about. I'm actually hoping their new community manager can help alleviate a lot of these fears I'm having very soon. But the information that's been coming out of Intrepid has been very minimal lately, and a lot of things we've been seeing hasn't lived up to what they said about wanting to recreate an MMO and do something new. I mean, well, at least in my opinion, but I'm going to get into all that later. I've invested a lot of time and, for me, a whole lot of money into this game, and I really hope it succeeds, because if it does, it could be something absolutely wonderful, and I would love something new to sink my teeth into. But let's look at this lack of communication, because that was my first concern. I mean, they started off so well, but we are really not hearing anything anymore, and even when we are, it's primarily through Discord, and that's just really not a good way to get any information out there at all. As I previously stated, they did hire someone to handle just this, so I'm going to let them off the hook as long as we hear something soon, and apparently they're working on just that, so I'm going to wait patiently and give them some time. It's no problem whatsoever. After dealing with a ton of developer shenanigans, one of the biggest draws for me to Ashes of Creation, one of the things that had me put my money out there so fast, was the fact that they were all about this open development platform, which is completely awesome, because so many times you hear about something and then it just fades into the ether. Then they recently stated that on the live stream that they have all of these great things in the works, but they don't want to show them off just in case they have to change them, scrap them, or I think their exact quote was something like, roll them back. And here's the thing with that. If you're going to advertise open development, you need to do just that. Show us the cool stuff, and if it doesn't work, show us how you made it work. Show us the things that are not completely polished. That is what open development is all about after all. Not waiting until something is done and then showing it. That's what companies already do. Intrepid either needs to stand by this open development platform or not, but saying and doing are two vastly different things. They seem to want to give us Apocalypse and tell us it's open development, but it's not. Open development would be showing us systems and stages, not the actual coding of course or anything that we could use to break the game, but the actual design elements and going through some of the trial and errors. Or even walk us through the different stages of developing a node graphically. Show us what you did from concept to final piece. Tell us you really wanted to do this, but you couldn't make it work. Not showing something until it's finalized is not open development. That's not any better than showing us concept art. Outside of Apocalypse, all we really seem to be getting is the "we have great people working on amazing stuff, please look forward to it," and frankly, I get enough of that from Square Enix, and the only things we are seeing on a consistent basis are things they're putting in the cash shop. It's just not open development. Plopping us down into an unoptimized server with placeholders, also not open development. I really wish they'd be more transparent, or at least as transparent as they think they seem to be. And now I'm going to wander over into a very taboo subject in pretty much every single MMO, or even just every regular game, and that's the cash shop. Because the cash shop is really concerning me, and I know, they said there's going to be no pay-to-win items in it, but they are already so focused on selling us things in the cash shop with a conveyor belt of new items every month. I'm kind of getting scared about just how big this cash shop is going to be when all is said and done. Are we going to be able to earn anything really in the game? If they're pushing the cash shop on us this hard now, it's very concerning for what the future holds. And yeah, you may not be able to buy pay-to-win items in the cash shop, but how crazy are they going to go with cash shop exclusives? Mounts, furnishings, skins, whatever. And yeah, I know, you don't have to buy it, blah, 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 whatever. I hate that line. I think that's just completely asinine. It's just, that's a whole different video. Not going to go there right now, actually writing the script for that. But how is the cash shop items going to compare to what's actually available in the game? And then how difficult is this stuff in the game going to be to earn? Is the cash shop going to be filled with skins and mounts that are going to take days or weeks to earn something comparable inside the game itself? It's not like we've never seen that before. I don't know. These are just major concerns I have. Oh, and a side note, if they really want to do something different, if they really want to do something special, they could, just not have a cash shop. I mean, everybody has cash shops now, so that would certainly set them apart. And I want to talk about the Battle Royale so much. I so want to talk about the Battle Royale, but I know it's just testing, yada yada. There's no need to jump on me for that. But those Fortnite fears are a real thing for a lot of people and are only exacerbated by the lack of communication. This holds especially true since originally Apocalypse was supposed to be the game before the game, but now they're saying they're not going to shut it down. They will run both simultaneously. So basically now they want to have two games, and that's fine if you dig the Battle Royale, and it's fine if the MMO doesn't suffer. But yeah, it's still very concerning. But as for the Battle Royale, I tried it. I really tried to like it and to do it because I know it helps them with server tests, and I know it helps them get so much information, but I just can't. And from not being able to communicate if you pug a squad to the real imbalance of weapons, I mean, it just wasn't fun. I've done a lot of testing for multiple MMOs, and I've never been so bored and annoyed with a test ever, and that's really kind of saying something. And I really want to help them out, but in this phase, I just can't do it. My biggest concern though is actually the MMO part of the game itself, because they wanted to improve the MMO, they wanted to make it better, they wanted to make it their own without that ever-present specter of WoW that's become part of every single MMO. But again, they're very tight-lipped about that part of the game, and the small little snippets that we've seen from the dev team running through the world, battling monsters, and the one single quest that they let us watch them do, there just doesn't seem to be anything new there. It looked basically like every other MMO on the market, and this is where they could do great things with open development and getting feedback. But no, they just showed us a standard everyday delivery quest. The other thing that really freaks me out about the MMO part is the lack of endgame. They made the statement that the game basically is the node system, and the game's not going to have traditional endgame. I mean, care to elaborate? Because saying you're putting nothing on top is just as scary as saying you're putting everything on top. This really needs more clarification because it just makes me think that the end game is basically going to turn out to be The Sims with a high fantasy skin. Like I said, I want this game to work. I really do. I've been super invested in Ashes of Creation since the moment they launched their Kickstarter video. Hopefully a lot of these things that are so scary that so many people have been asking about will finally get some answers with the new community rep, and if we do get answers, I'll be the first one to bring them to you. Something fresh in the MMO genre would be just absolutely wonderful. But that's all I have for you today. If you have anything that would alleviate some of my concerns or just want to talk about, your own feelings about Ashes of Creation, let's discuss it below. Be sure to like and subscribe as I do try to make new videos at least once a week, and if you want to follow me on social media, everything is linked below. And as per the usual, it's been a hoot. Until next time, have fun.